Okay, hold up. Pause. Where in the world did people get the idea that you have to be an extrovert to be a successful entrepreneur? Or are we confusing personality and charisma with making an impact? Let's dive deeper into this topic and how, yes, you can absolutely be a successful, impactful, profitable entrepreneur, even if you are the shyest person on earth. But before we get into this, I have something for you down the link below that's going to help you get your message across and visible to the right people. All right, I am just as curious about this question as you are, because it seems to be a common misconception about the entrepreneurial world that you have to be this loud, charismatic personality that's totally out there to make a difference. I assure you, I have met a lot of successful entrepreneurs who are quiet and reserved and subdued. So where did this belief come from? First, let's find the definition of the word extrovert. According to the Google machine, extroverts are an outgoing, overtly expressive person, often described as the life of the party. They're vibrant and people are typically drawn to them, and they possibly have a hard time turning away the attention, and they thrive off of having interactions. So now let's look at the definition of the word introvert. Again, according to the Google machine, introverts are people who are predominantly concerned with their own thoughts and feelings rather than with external feelings. So an introvert is often thought of as a quiet, reserved, and thoughtful individual who prefers the minimally stimulating environments, and they need time alone to recharge. So extroverts refuel often by being with others. Introverts refuel by being by themselves. I'll tell you a secret. Many seemingly charismatic personalities that you find in the online entrepreneurial space are also introverts. The main point being is that we can be out there and be loud when we need to be, but we also need time to retreat, to find quiet, alone time to recharge. Whereas extroverts get their energy from being around people. One of the reasons why I wanted to touch on this topic is because one of the most common questions that I get from entrepreneurs who want to start creating video content is this. They say, I'm shy, I'm not outgoing, I don't have that out there personality. This is a big hurdle to my success. How could I possibly make impactful content? I encourage you to think about your definition to success. What does that look and feel like for you? Is it having enough money to buy what you want, or having enough time to spend with the people that you love? Is it getting to a place where you love your career and it aligns with who you are? Successful entrepreneur means different things to different people. Think about some of the most inspirational people out there who are a little more reserved, but they're impactful because of their message. Think of those who don't have the ability to walk or talk, but their story is so inspirational and they are absolutely successful because they were able to impact people all around the world. I think where people get the misconception that you have to be an extrovert to be irresistible and draw people to you is because some of them are the loudest voices on the internet. And because they're loud and we see them often, we automatically associate success with that. But remember this, the loudest noisemakers don't necessarily have a meaningful message. When all is said and done, if you have 1 million people listening to you who sort of like you versus 100 people who love you, where are you actually making the most impact? In short, no, you absolutely do not have to be an extrovert to be a successful entrepreneur. However, the intent of that question is not lost on me. Really, the underlying concern is that people think that they need to be a certain way in order to be impactful, but that's absolutely not true. I understand what most people really want to know is how to get over their fears of speaking in person or in front of a camera and get through the feelings of imposter syndrome where they might think that they're not enough. And this is one of the mindset shifts that we focus on in the Infinite Video Impact Challenge. And once you get through that false belief about yourself, your message is going to elevate and your content is going to reach the audience that needs to hear your message. I've included a link to that Infinite Impact Challenge below if you're ready to amplify your message, whether you're an introvert or extrovert, and take your success into your own hands. Click that link. I'll see you there. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe for more weekly videos.